The neo-noir psychological thriller Cape Fear, I find this to be quite entertaining. There's so much I like about it, the characters, the acting, and of course how good the story is as well. Now, for the record, I actually saw this earlier this year, and coming back to rewatch it for this review, I have to give props to director Martin Scorsese. He is an acclaimed director, and he was able to imprint his vision on this remake of the original 1962 film. So the story of this one is about a convicted rapist named Max Cady who ends up getting out of prison, and he blames his former public defender Samuel for his imprisonment for 14 years. And to get revenge, Matt begins to stalk Samuel and his family. This is one of those psychological thrillers I really can get invested with. Sure, it isn't perfect, and while I never seen the 1962 film, this definitely had me on the edge of my seat considering just how dangerous Max is and how much he's terrorizing this poor family. And while I don't think this is one of the best psychological thrillers from the early 90s, it sure did keep me engaged from beginning to end. I have to give credit to Martin Scorsese. He is an acclaimed director that has won so many awards over the years. And while this is far from his best work, I don't think this is terrible. Robert De Niro, definitely he is the best thing in this movie. His performance as Max Cady is fantastic. Seriously, he brings a unsettling charm and charisma to his character. Probably one of the best movie villains of all time. He is psychologically torturing this poor family long before he does anything to them. Case in point, early on, he kills their dog, and that right there just shows just how despicable he is. Granted, there are some things wrong with some of the characters in this film, particularly the female characters. Case in point, Danielle. Yeah, that scene where she and Max make out is very disturbing. After all, she is 15 years old. Why was she sexualized in some parts of this film? It has aged so poorly. And that female character that really doesn't add much to the story is Lee. Jessica Lange, her performance is alright. It's just, this character is intolerable. She wants to yell at her husband to do something, but then be all angry at him because she's suspecting that he's cheating on her with one of his friends. What? Didn't really care much for that character. I do like the music. I thought the cinematography was really well done. Even the negative effects add a certain element to this thriller. At the end of the day, this is at least decent. This may not be one of the best thrillers of that decade, but at least it's not a bore fest either. I'm giving this film a 7 out of 10. Yeah, I do find this to be entertaining, but the ending does suck. Samuel tries to kill Max, but before that happens, Max is dragged out into the river and drowns. And then there's a small monologue by Danielle, and well, that's it. I was like, really? That's without question a weak ending because I really felt like it should have been better considering just how much trauma that this family had gone through. As far as Nick Nolte's performance as Samuel, it actually was good. The chemistry between him and Robert De Niro is great because those two characters had some memorable scenes interacting with each other. And despite some issues that I had with the story and some of the characters, overall this is still an entertaining film that people are still talking about even all of these years later. And that is my review of Cape Fear. Okay, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what you think about this movie. Alright, this is Slim Guy 172 saying peace out.